Welcome to Daily Steps from One Extraordinary Marriage, where we outline simple steps that you can take to have the ultimate marriage adventure. I'm Tony DeLorenzo, your co-host, along with my beautiful wife, Elisa. In today's show, we answer the question, what do I do about the jealousy that stirs in me? It's impacting my marriage.
There's a reason that jealousy is called the green-eyed monster, right? It is.
Oh, yes.
It is a giant ugly in your marriage and in your relationship, right? It impacts how the two of you relate to one another. It impacts your intimacy. It impacts your conversations. I mean, it's not just a little thing that you can like wrap up in a box and be like, jealousy, I'm just going to put you on the shelf.
Man, it can take away your whole day, weeks, months of your life.
And here's the thing. You've identified that it's your jealousy, right? So you need to spend some time with you, right? You need to find out, what am I jealous of? Who am I jealous of? Is it my spouse? Is it my kids? Is it coworkers? Where am I experiencing this, right? What are the triggers for me feeling jealous? Because you know, if you've got this inside of you, you can be going along seemingly just having, rainbows and unicorn kind of day. And maybe it's something that pops up on your Facebook feed. Maybe it's somebody telling you about their success. Maybe it's, your spouse spending time with your kids. And all of a sudden you're like, whoa, that doesn't feel good.
Hey, and FYI, Elisa and I, it comes up in us too. This isn't like it doesn't impact us at all. I mean, we have those days where jealousy can impact us.
And it's important too, as you're spending time with yourself and you're just like saying, you know what, I'm going to dig into this, to start looking at, when did this start? Because little babies, if you've ever noticed, little babies really are not jealous, right? They don't go around. Now, toddlers, they start grabbing things, but we're not born as jealous human beings. It started somewhere. And jealousy starts from a place of pain.
Okay.
Right? So what pain from the past is causing pain, also known as jealousy, in your present? Because the jealousy is pain that needs healing. You can't just magically flip a switch one day and say, I'm not going to be jealous anymore when this is how I've been, and just be like, poof, all better. It's saying, what is that process that I need to work through? How do I develop a deeper understanding of who I am and what the dynamic is between specifically spouses, right? If you're feeling jealous in your marriage or jealous of your kids, like what's the dynamic between the two of you, that the jealousy is a factor? Yeah,
is rearing its ugly, green-eyed, monster head that's throwing you in a disarray, which is then having a negative impact on your marriage, on those around you. There is a pain. There may have been a trauma in your life that you haven't resolved yet. Has nothing to do maybe with your spouse or your kids or somebody else. It may be that you haven't fully healed from something that happened years ago.
Right. And so one of the ways to really start looking at this is saying, how do I and my spouse build a deeper emotional connection that allows for that vulnerability, that allows for that trust to grow so that I can share what I'm actually feeling, right? Because typically when we're being jealous, we're not sharing our feelings, we're just reacting. And so to get into that place of healing and vulnerability, creating that with your spouse, because let me be real clear here, jealousy cannot and does not thrive in marriages with a deep emotional connection, right? When the two of you have that vulnerability and strength, when the two of you have that ability to be transparent, then jealousy doesn't have power. And that's what the two of you truly are working towards when you work towards creating an extraordinary marriage.
For more information on this topic, check out oneextraordinarymarriage.com/311.